Yo guys, today we're going to watch a video called How to Successfully Love Arknights. I'm obviously I'm already too deep into Arknights to even love anymore. But I used to have a lot knows a lot about Arknights before I play the game. But now, yeah, let's see how we're going to detect the Larpers of Arknights.
Are you sick of the
Or
series you're currently LARPing? Are you bored and in need of a new series to LARP? Or perhaps do you just want to watch a video on how to LARP
let's
something?
predict what we're going to what she's going to mention, since it's a she. I feel like there's two things I feel like she's going to mention, either or three things I think. Either the Teresa situation, the what call there's a lot of things you can talk about Arknights when it comes to LARPing. When I realize, because there's so many major characters in Arknights, like the Doctor, for example. They can laugh about how insane his pre-amnesia character is. And then we have the Priestess, Teresa. Then we have Kalsi, the old hat, and then we have our daughter, the donkey. So yeah, I feel like those five major characters are really important in Arknights, that I feel like it should be in the law.
That you can LARPing it. Regardless of what the case is, I have the solution for you because today I am going to be teaching you how you, yes, you, can LARP Arknights successfully without ever having to play the game. You will be able to convince any Arknights player that you are an avid fan just by watching this video. Here are my credentials. I am level 104.
Cloud, huh? I feel like I see a lot of people with this name in Arknights. I don't know why.
I have been playing this
This is such a beautiful. What the heck? This is such a beautiful art.
game
Uh,
for almost 3 years now, and I can say with certainty that there is no one more qualified than me to teach others how to LARP. Now I'll walk you through this step by step, starting out with one of the most important things.
I should have known. Lone Trail. Ah man, I should have think. Lone Trail and Babel. I forgot it's not about characters too. It's about the plot too. Lone Trail and Babel is probably going to mention here.
You must insist that Lone Trail is one of the most peak pieces of fiction ever written, that it is an absolute masterpiece.
Just saying this makes me so excited to play it, but it seems that I need to play other, like my mod said that I should do other things so that I can get a grasp of the situation in this what you call in this story, so that I can get the best best experience for Lone Trail. So yeah, even though I have done Dorothy, Dorothy Dreams, Dorothy, what's the name? I think Dorothy's Dreams, right? I forgot. Dorothy's Vision, yeah. Um, but still, I'm very excited to try this. Oh
that
man.
made you cry, but of course you can never read it. You can never even look up a synopsis because that would just be too much work. And if anyone ever asks you the details on the plot, you must simply remember these 3 things. Remember that Muelsice is cute and you like her relationship with the Doctor. Second, you must say that you ship Silence and Saria.
Yeah, I know that too.
Thirdly, you must say that Kristen Wright is one of the best written characters of all time.
I'm really excited to see Kristen's characterization, because so far I don't know much about Kristen. All I know that she she was very close with Saria, and something she used to be a not very kind person, very bright, and then she just changed.
Must glaze her endlessly. You must glaze this event endlessly, but under no circumstances can you actually ever read it. The next thing you must do is you must say you want Tallulah.
That's true too.
playable. I know you don't know who Tallulah is or what she does,
I don't think that's how you say her name, but
but that's okay. You don't need to know. All you need to know is that she's not a playable character in the game and that she should be one, and that, hey,
I agree though. Like Tallulah is such a like I would not say Tallulah is one of my favorite characters, but I would say she's a very cool character. It's like Chen. Like Chen and Tallulah are very cool characters, but I wouldn't say they are my favorites. Obviously, cause well, you know, I'm going to remain loyal to Amiya and obviously and what I call Frost Nova, the two Cortuses.
she's gonna be playable for the next anniversary, right, Hypergriff?
Nope.
You don't know what the next anniversary is. You don't know what a Hypergriff is. Is it some kind of bird? You got no idea. But you're gonna say this anyways, and you're gonna say it with conviction. The next thing, and this is very important, you must
Old CC was better.
say old CC was better. You're gonna hate the new CC. You're gonna constantly complain about it, but you're always gonna be very vague about it. You can't ever actually mention the reasons why you think it sucks, because while there are
I haven't played the other CCs, and from what Virgon said, the CCs are my first CC in Arknights is going to be hell.
valid reasons, you sure as hell are never gonna remember them. Instead, you just have to say old CC better, CCBP trash. But
Why though?
another thing you must do to LARP Arknights, and this is very
This
crucial,
one I don't know.
is that you must remember that the Doctor is the best written gotcha
Yeah, I knew it.
MC
I knew
of
it.
all time. No other main character comes close, and you also must remember that the Doctor has the most aura and the most fit. Doctor is
The most fit. I agree actually. I actually like the Doctor's fit.
aura.
I feel like the fit is practical. like other gachas characters fit feels very well. There's one character that I can think of that has a very good grip in gacha, and that is the Silver Palace main character. Like those grip goes insane. Other than that, is Wise as good grip? I actually don't know. I think Bell has great grip, but the Stockender is not good. um, Ether, I really like Ether's new fit, but he doesn't usually wear it. That's the problem. What more character I can think of that has good grip? Or main character. I don't think the Trailblazers has good grip. I think it's decent, but yeah. Rover got carried by his looks. Not gonna lie, I still like he's this. I really don't like his design. Same with the female Rover. What other characters? There's also NTE. Yeah, that's not good. Actually. Now that I think about it, Admin. I think Admin's design is very good though. I really like. I feel like it's a very comfy design. The fact that yeah, I will actually put Silver Palace main characters above everyone when it comes to drip. Second will be probably either the Doctor or Anime, to be honest. I think their drip at least feels something you can wear in public without actually looking like you are wearing a anime outfit, you know? Well, Wise can also like the Phaeton siblings outfit, and I don't know. I guess the mask just plays a role, I guess.
They breathe it. They sweat it.
I don't know. I think I just like black coat compared to, I don't know. Like I think Silver Palace it still has the best drip.
They emanate it. All other gotcha MCs are
In order to be in this image. Yeah, he does look cool though, but she's not showing Dante though. Dude, there's literally him there. He looks so great.
inferior. Yes, Doctor does do the amnesia trope, but they are the only one who do it well. They are the only one who actually has any thought or character. Even the most down bad of in-game operators will pale in comparison to how much you will glaze the egg.
Does she even play? I wonder if she play Limber's Company. Like from what I know, Dante has more glaze about his amnesia character. Well, I guess Dante and Daughter is probably the most well-written amnesia gacha main character, I would assume.
For living fuck out of the Doctor. Do you understand? However, this will not be the end to your glaze. There is no limit to the glaze, and there is also no limit to your superiority complex. As an Arknights player, you are better than all other gacha players.
Damn. No, don't. I don't think Arknights player think this way, right? Like, intellectually, maybe. Because, our Arknights game requires so much intelligence to even beat the game.
Players, and you must remember
Unless you
that
just
one of the most
Suicide
important
or
ways
Wong.
in which your game is better than all the other games is the character
what's that,
designs.
the
You
character?
must always glaze
Arknight. Genshin is always bring
Arknights designs, and you must specifically
Glaze Arknights designs will always say they are better than Hoyoverse design. It's always the Hoyoverse, huh? Hoyoverse is always the go-to gacha game to compare whenever new gacha game comes out.
compare them to Genshin Impact designs, referencing that one tweet, and you must always make a point to say,
Is it the Ayato and is it the Ayato and Golden Glow thing? Oh my god. A lot of people comment in the video saying that they cannot believe that I actually defending Arknights compared defending Arknights than Hoyoverse like it's kind of funny to see.
hey, look how much more clothed and better dressed these characters are. For example, as you will see here, this is an Arknights nun versus a Genshin Impact nun. Which one has more booty showing? The Genshin Impact nun. Inferior. This is an Arknights astrologer. This is a Genshin Impact astrologer. Which one looks like she's going to study the stars, and which one looks like she's going to study a beach day
I don't agree. Damn, she's actually making a good point.
in LA? I bet you can guess. This is a knight. This is also a knight. Which one looks like they'll be keeping all of their limbs after a battle? This one. Exactly.
Damn, she's really, oh my god, she's really going hard in insulting Genshin. Oh my god.
Feel free to screenshot this for future reference. Also, side note, the 3 characters I happen to choose happen to all be characters who got their outfits censored for being too revealing. I just think that's funny. However, as I said, there is no limit to
the only it's kind of insane that this is the only time where the character's getting censored. Other than that, there's no other time.
And I meant it because there is
Like-
another thing you must glaze.
Like Llama's, I will argue Llama's is probably the most goonest cat design for Genshin. Not gonna lie.
And that is the music. You must always insist
Yeah.
that Hypergriff is a music company.
Yep. This is so when I interacting with the Arknights fandom, they always glaze the music.
Disguised as the game
Renegade.
company.
I like
And
Renegade.
as long as your heart still
I
beats,
never actually hear Somniar actually. Do I have any material? Actually, no.
you shall be singing the praises of the Arknight soundtrack. You must especially glaze Somniomancer, Control's Wishes, Martyr, Misty Memory, and Renegade and Immutable. And you must, of course, never listen to any of these songs. No, don't do that. However, as long as you remember their names, you will be able to successfully convince others that you are, in fact, a cultured music listener. Now,
Cultured
obviously,
music
as
listener.
a LARPer, you can't actually play the game, but you have to act like you do, and part of playing the game is the gameplay.
No, yeah.
So, you must have opinions on the gameplay. Where are you going to get these opinions if you don't play the game? Well, the place where most Arknights players get their opinions, actually.
Myrtle the Goat.
YouTube videos.
All meta text must actually come from YouTube.
You are not allowed to actually establish your own thoughts on operators. You must instead see what other people say about them.
And is this all Super's video? No, there's only two. Wait, no, this is not Super's video. This is the only one that is Super's video. I don't know which video is this. This is Frostbite bite. I think yeah, it's Frostbite's video.
And just simply repeat that information like a little baby bird that only knows how to regurgitate the food that it's given. And most importantly, you should always remember the names of the characters you hear are meta or trash so that you can repeat them. For example, you must always say Exia Altar is broken. You must always say that Vigil sucks. You don't know who these people are. What the hell is an Exia? Does it have something to do with exits? What's a Vigil? Isn't that when you stay up all night? You have no idea. But you're still gonna say these lines because I know you and I know you want to LARP better than anyone else. That's why you clicked on this video. So you're gonna remember these things and you're gonna repeat these things. And now for the most important...
Like, you know what this makes me... Like, do you know, like, I feel like instead of this teaching me how to successfully love Arknights, I'm carefully learning what love culture is through this.
Lesson of all. You must always remember, EN cannot read.
Yep.
All of these story events on your screen, you may never read them. You must also say that all of these events are peak, but you may never, under any circumstances, attempt to experience them for yourself. To do so would have a very possible risk to cause an explosion in your tiny little brain due to the overload of media literacy and reading comprehension skills that actually reading these events would require.
Which one that I got? Like, I remember I don't remember which story that makes me just confused.
I mean, imagine having to actually read hundreds of thousands of words that aren't voice acted. You will never do...
I still think that is such a missed opportunity of Arknights to actually put voice. Like, even Honkai Imperator eventually actually put voice in their actually put voice line in their past dialogues.
That because you are an EN player, you are a LARPer, and
I think they have enough. Like, I generally think that because the
will not read, even if you may be tempted, even if you hear people saying they've read the events. If they're speaking English, they haven't. Don't worry, you're not missing out on much. However, just because you can't read doesn't mean you can't talk about the story. And you are going to, you guessed it, continue the glaze, because you are going to non-stop be talking about how
the story is, okay.
dark Arknights this story is, and how that makes it so much better than...
I always see this image. Like, what is this image? I always see this image here, but I don't know what the context of that image is. I'm scared to know.
All the other gacha game stories, especially...
Which one is this? Is this Sami?
Hoyoverse games. What? You defeated the big bad...
Hoyoverse. Always getting put down the rock.
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. What is this, My Little Pony? Like, what? Are you gonna collab with them next or something? That would be so embarrassing for you. You must mention the story is incredibly dark. It has themes and such as murder and death and sickness and orphans. You must call...
You're saying like Genshin doesn't have this theme. Like, Genshin obviously have this theme. It's just not the main focal point.
Constantly talk about how Arknights, it pulls at your heartstrings and makes you want to bawl your eyes out. However, did you think we were done with the glaze? No, because one thing you should learn about LARPing Arknights is that we love our community and we love our content creators, and you too will love them because you will constantly be glazing Kyosten.
Okay, this one I know. Kyosten is very popular, I think. Like, even without I don't know. I guess Kyoten is the most popular in the Arknights community, but I know Kyosten through the Genshin guide he does.
V and Echo Jid. I'm not gonna tell you who these people are or what they do or why they're so loved, but just trust me, they saved your life. Now, you should never search these two up or actually watch any of their videos because, I mean, you're not gonna play the game. Why would you need to do that? But you're going to love them anyways. You're going to worship the ground that they walk on. However, I lied. I was LARPing just then because there is a limit to the glaze, and the glaze ends with reclamation algorithm, which is something that you must endlessly shit on without ever.
Whoa, Virgo! She's shitting on your game mode.
Even really knowing what it is. I'm not gonna tell you because you don't need to know that information. You're a LARPer. All you need to know is that it sucks. Moving on to a more positive topic, there is another important thing that you must do as a LARPer.
So they really not going to mention Teresa
that
or
as an
anything.
Arknights LARPer, you will get asked that, and this
Teresa
is
is
something
right.
a LARPer is going to potentially struggle to deal with. Hence why I made this guide, and that is the question: who is your favorite character? Now, this is not a question that you can answer flippantly. In fact, I've made a detailed, comprehensive list because choosing a...
Do not pick Lapland, Skadi. Why? Amia? My favorite character is Amia. Also, do not pick anyone with lore that's too complex. Interesting. You pick some interesting characters here. Pepe, Golden Girl, Angelina, Pepe, Horn, Angelina's Golden Glow story is kind of sad. Isn't her barber got burned down or something? That's kind of sad. Well, not really that sad, but come on. Oh, I think she should mention Amia is our daughter and or something.
Is a process that must be done with care. As you can see here on the left side of the screen, these are characters that are too popular. These characters are simply too mainstream, and if you pick them as a favorite without any other proof that you play the game, you will be immediately outed as a LARPer. So it is not wise to pick these characters.
Makes sense, I guess. Like, I think this is the most popular characters here. Yeah. Whoa, my boy, Silver Ash.
Do not pick any character.
Yeah, this is the most popular one, I think.
Has lore that
Where's Modrock?
Is a bit too complex.
I don't even know.
Silverash, Ablana, Mostima, Virtuosa.
Oh, I guess they're too complex, okay.
You should also avoid characters that are too niche.
I don't even know the lore of Silver Ash yet. Generally, I just know tidbits of it.
Do not be picking random 4 stars or 5 stars like Bubble or Deep Color or Tsukinogi that
Oh my god, why is this?
one really cares about. People are gonna be like, what? That character is so random and niche. What exactly is it that you like about them? And you're not gonna be able to answer. There's a sweet spot between characters that are too mainstream, not complex, and also not niche. And these are some of the examples of safe characters to like. I need to add a few more because I don't think I actually finished it. These are some characters that are safe. The absolute...
Yeah, Madra is there. Isn't Lemwen very popular though? Who's Ray? I don't remember who's Ray. Moo.
Best pick is Angelina. The main reason for this is because she doesn't have that much lore in game. There really isn't much of a reason to like her other than just her being cute. However, she is quite popular, so if you don't want to risk being seen as...
Well, isn't she popular because she has a crush on Daughter? I actually don't know. I don't really hear much why she's popular.
Mainstream, you could pick some characters that are just a little bit more niche, like Golden Glow, Pepe, Horn, Ayafiala, Ray, Mudrock, Lemon, or Mwels.
I keep forgetting your name is Ray. Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Another thing you must do when it comes to LARPing Arknights is you must talk about the accents in the English dub and how many different languages are in the game. Obviously, you can never listen to the dialogue of any of these characters. You can never know what languages are actually in the game. You instead must simply make broad, all-encompassing statements like, voice actors, or, wow, diversity, or, linguistics. Sort of like how a horoscope or fortune cookie predicts your future.
That's such a weird way to cook phrase.
To anyone.
Linguistics.
And that concludes my tutorial on how to LARP Arknights. After this, you should be able to adequately and successfully convince anyone and everyone that you are in fact a dedicated day one Arknights player. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I wish you luck.
Interesting. They didn't mention like Teresa and everything. I feel like Teresa is a very important character. Like, because I feel like knowing. Oh well, I guess Teresa is too broad. I guess like the fact there's no bevel glaze, but only yeah, she was usually asked to glaze. I forgot the name. What is the name again? Yeah, Lone Trail. She only asked to say to glaze Lone Trail, but bevel was not in there. Interesting. Because I don't know if bevel is the same level as Lone Trail. I just don't know. Like I need to judge it myself if I really want to judge it. But the bevel has a lot of glaze too, and I feel like even I heard about bevel a lot the glaze about bevel. So I feel like bevel should be used as a way to love as well. Same with Teresa. Priestess as well. I feel like using priestess um um what I call just saying I'm like just pick either priestess or what I call Teresa and then just don't elaborate. Like I feel like that's the only way you can do it. But yeah, great video by her. I learned a lot how to love. I know what it needs to do to love, even though I don't really need to because I already played the game. But still, interesting video nonetheless. I think that's the way to say it. Yeah. I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy. Please subscribe. I'm to see more of my content. And yeah, peace out.